Hey everybody, Cody here again. I had another idea, kind of come up, which I was quite fond of. Is more so an encounter slash possible NPC slash maybe a storyline that players could explore. Basically, a druid who. Or not, he wasn't a druid in the beginning. What happened was I pictured it in my head as like a furbolg who fell in love with an elf. Love was forbidden. The elves at this time, olden time, had turned her into a dryad and combined her to a tree. A very not it wasn't a large tree at the time. It was an up and coming tree, and so this man, this furbolg, not man. Well, he was it wasn't much of a druid, although his ancestry had a little bit of that naturally. But he started doing a lot of studying and things like that about dryads and things, and he found her tree at one point. And this is all backstory for him, but so he dug up the tree. Oh, that's right. He had a ship. He was a merchant of some kind for his people, and so he had a small ship, and so he dug up her tree after becoming a druid, learning all he could about how dryads work and things like that. He found a way to dig up enough earth around the tree that it didn't, it was a small tree at the time, that it didn't disturb the tree. Then with some help, didn't think that through much, but through some help, he got that tree onto his small boat. It's a small ship, I was thinking Caravel or something. And so the dryad found a way for the tree to thrive in the ship, just naturally trying to keep the thing alive, and it ended up fusing with the wood of the ship and basically became a part of it. And so the sail is the tree. This is like a couple centuries after. He's a fairly high enough to not age. I forget what level that was, and then she was basically his first mate. She understands him as a friendly person, but she doesn't know their past because dryads kind of lose most of their memory. But she's fond of him as in a new way, and he remembers her but is satisfied with the relationship they have now. So that is also, to make it realistic, obviously the bottom of the ship can have a reservoir of fresh water if necessary, so that the ship could be in the ocean. I imagine magically you can make sense of that somehow. But it was like kind of a rich history, I thought, that could introduce a furbolg or maybe another elf or something, and then just kind of explain that process, and that could just have a long history, because they just show up one day, or maybe you need to throw in a savior, and this high-level druid and dryad first mate come in out of nowhere and save you, or save the party last minute, and then they have a base of operations on the high seas. I do have a high seas part of a campaign that I also will post when I find the notes. I did actually make some notes on that one, which funny. Yeah, it's the whole reason I'm doing this, because I didn't. But there you go. This is already too long for this tiny idea, but there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please comment if you have any make sense of things kind of comments or whatever. Just let me know what you think. Let me know if you use it. Thanks, bye.